So today I'm going to begin reading Legendborn. I have been waiting to read this book for ages. I've heard so much great things about it, so I'm going to be filming my experience of reading it, and at the end of the vlog I'm going to be giving you my overall rating and who I would recommend it to. This video is going to be spoiler free, so you can see whether you want to read it or don't. Comment down your opinion of this book if you read it and book recommendation. But before I get started on reading it, I'm going to be giving you guys a bit of context. So Legendborn is rated a 4.4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and it is the first book in the Legendborn series, and the second book is called Bloodmark. So now I'm going to be giving you a small description about Legendborn. So after her mother dies in an accident, 16-year-old Bree Matthews wants to escape. A residential program for bright high schoolers seems like the perfect opportunity until she witnesses a magical attack her very first night on campus. A flying demon feeding on human energies, a secret society of so-called Legendborn that hunt the creatures down, a mysterious mage who calls himself a Merlin and who attempts and fails to wipe Bree's memory of everything she saw. The mage's failure unlocks Bree's own unique magic and a buried memory from the night her mother died. Now Bree will do whatever it takes to discover the truth, even infiltrate the Legendborn. But when the Legendborn reveal themselves as the descendants of King Arthur's knights and foretell a magical war, Bree must decide how far she'll go for the truth. Should she use her magic to take the society down or join the fight? So what I can tell from this book so far is that it's going to be very interesting and very action-packed. So let's get started on reading the book. Hi guys, it's now the next day, and as you can tell from the time lapse I read for a bit yesterday, I managed to get up to page 50, and already this book has been intriguing me so much. So Bree has only been at the campus for one day and already so much has happened. She's seen a lot of shocking things, there's tension between characters, arguments and etc. I also wanted to mention that I think the author did a great job at representing Bree's emotions in such a clear way. As you can tell from the blurb that Bree's mother dies at the beginning of the book, so obviously she's going through a lot of grief, and I think that the author used a lot of great metaphors and other techniques to represent grief in such a clear and understandable way. And I think that she also really thought deeply about the small things that hold a lot of meaning that you will see throughout the book. And I'm super excited to see how Bree manages through this campus whilst all these weird things are going on and whilst all these challenges are coming her way. And I think this is just the perfect book for me right now to get out of a reading slump. I'm gonna read more and I'm gonna update you when I get halfway through the book or when something interesting happens. Okay, so I've just taken a break and made myself some tea and I'm gonna read on now. So I'm on page 124 and this book has been going amazing. There's been so much more action scenes and new appearances and new problems coming at Bree's way since the last time I talked to you, and it's been getting very entertaining to read. There's so much things going on. So I'm gonna update you when I get halfway through the book and I'll let you know how my experience goes, but currently it's absolutely going amazing and I cannot wait to find out more about this book. I have finally made it halfway through the book, and there has been so much new and outrageous things that have been happening that have just excited me to read more and more and more. Also, the other thing that I really like about Legendborn at this point is that there's so much characters that I really love reading about. Even though that there are some bad characters, I really love reading about the interactions that they have with each other and their arguments. I think it's very entertaining. I also really like how we've been uncovering so much more secrets. So far it has been going amazing, so I cannot wait to read more, and I'll update you guys when I get nearer to the end of the book. It's been 2 days since I last talked to you guys, and I'm finally on page 438. I'm so close to the ending of this book, and so far this book has been filled with so much intense and emotional scenes. It also has been filled with lots of plots and twists, and there's always something new happening, always something new uncovered, always something intense and dangerous happening. I have been reading this book all day and I haven't got bored. I've been so hooked and I cannot wait to read more. And as I mentioned before, I love these characters so much. I love when the author makes characters really fun to read about and makes it seem like you've known them for a really long time. time. You can really tell that the author thought deeply about these characters and how they progress over time. So I'm going to continue reading now, and then when I finish reading the book, I'm going to give you my overall opinion. So let's get started on finishing. Just finished reading Legendborn, and this book was amazing. The last 50 pages took a massive twist, which was really shocking, and this book left off on such a huge cliffhanger. This book was filled with plots and twists and so much things going on, but as well as that, it featured fighting for justice, fighting for the truth to be let out. My overall rating for this book is going to be a 5 out of 5. This book was just amazing, and I really enjoyed reading this. Not only was it fun and interesting to read, it also was emotional and inspiring. I recommend this to anyone who wants to read a young adult fantasy novel that has action scenes, interesting characters, plots and twists, intense and emotional scenes, and powerful messages. So if you just watched the whole video and you've got up to this point and you're thinking, oh, I want to read this book, well, I think you should know that there are a few trigger warnings, which are alcohol consumption, car accidents, death of a parent, death, demons, emesis, score, grief, hospitals, memory manipulation, mind control, physical abuse, racism, rape, sexual violence, slavery, trauma, and violence. So these are all things that are going to be mentioned in this book, so I think you should be aware of that before reading it. But yeah, this book was amazing and I really enjoyed reading it, and I'm so happy a lot of people have been reading it and this book has been getting the recognition that it needs. So I'm going to end off the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed and have a lovely day. Let me know if you read this book and how it goes for you. Bye!